Hey everybody, Tyler Parsons here today, going through a little M4, M3 review. Going to hit both of them. I hit them last week, gave you a little tease on sort of what I thought. I know it's not ideal, but it's cold this week where it wasn't last week, and I'm not busting that door open because we're in the mid-teens right now, but got it set up. Going to be running some trackman data, looking over, giving you a heads up on sort of what I think, dislike, like, and all that. Let you know all the hype about these new clubs. So let's dive in and take a look and see what we've got. All right, so we're going to start here with the M3. Initially, I'm not a fan of the M1, M3, all the fun little adjustable weights back here. It's one of those, it's good for some players. You can adjust it, get it set. I think once you get it set, you're done. But I haven't liked the feel that I get off of that face. A little clanky, whatever. It doesn't really matter what I like, just sort of giving you the heads up. So overall, we'll take a look and see. I've got a 9 degree with a stiff, I don't even know what I put in, Aldala, extra stiff, sorry. So I'm hitting the Pro V, you'll see me keep grabbing the ball. That's just because I've got it marked up. We'll go from there. With the twist face, initially setting this down, there's a lot of things that I see and immediately like. I don't notice that it's necessarily curved. I mean, if you look closely, yes. I'm used to looking down at a 4 degree driver, so the fact that I have this 9, I do see a little more of the face, but it doesn't bother me. I love the graphic design down and through here versus that white in the past. I don't know what it is, but it sets up and immediately looks appealing. Looks are huge whenever it comes to selecting a driver. I'm not a fan of the blue on the back right back here, but it doesn't really matter. Again, the front looks good, so we'll hit and see what we get. So immediately, a heel ball, and that's something that they're supposed to be known for, right? Those mishits, what do we get? Should hold the line a little bit better. That one was not good whatsoever. Looks like heel plus a shut face. Does have low spin, but it is 133 to the left. So, sorry guys, not a good first swing. We'll go on and try another one and see. Okay, so that was much more solid. 1.49 smash factor actually. So, for not playing very much at all, and this is probably my, second swing today, pretty good. Really like the feel. That felt a little bit more solid than in the past with the drivers. So again, I'm coming from a standpoint that I haven't been a huge Taylormade fan. We'll keep on hitting and just try to give you a little bit of feedback there. Pretty good ball speed, 190. So let's see what we've got. High in the face, on the toe. We'll see what trackman gives us on that. So again, really good spin, which I'm really liking that, because I know that's a huge problem for a lot of people, right? Their spin's out of whack and everything. Mine for a standard driver is usually around that 2600, so the fact that we're 2300, that's great. Held this line fairly decent for a mishit, 95 feet to the right. Still pretty good ball speed, 188 on that. So we'll hit a couple more and sort of see. Again, very bad shot there. Heel ball. The heel balls are giving me some low spin today. Again, that's more than likely that little twist face, right? Because I know where I'm catching those low down and through here, but they're still okay. You know what? It's not holding the line as good as what I was sort of expecting. 121 to the left. We'll go with just a couple more real quick. Pretty decent, not extremely solid. Should be in play as well. Yeah, 60 feet to the left, 66, sorry. try to wrap off just one or two more. So initially, again, no, they're not, fantastic swings. I think that's I don't want it to sound bad, but I think that's a valid point. The typical player that's going to be hitting this isn't drilling these in the center every time. So these mishits are making it a little bit more valid on that point. And it's still, 97 feet to the left. I've just watched the ball speed sort of go down there. So maybe not holding as high a ball speed as I was hoping the twist face would sort of help achieve. And I know it's not supposed to, it is supposed to keep a higher ball speed in the sense that on those mishits, it's supposed to still travel further, closer to what it normally would on the solid hits. But again, on the mishits, it's not feeling very solid to me. I will go on, we'll switch over. So we've got the M4 9.5 degree, the curl cage. Last week, whenever I was hitting it, this is the one that I liked a little bit more. It felt more solid, especially on those mishits. I think that sort of goes without saying because again, that's sort of what they marketed it for. The M1, the M3 are more the true players clubs. This is going to be a little bit more forgiving. So let's sort of see how it stacks up and compares. So definitely more of a solid feel. Again, something that I sort of have always experienced with these clubs. Comparable, 2300 spin, 86 ball speed. Let's keep going here now. As far as the setup goes, we still have a lot of the same graphic look design up there. The red stands out on the back a little bit more. For me, I find that appealing. I like that. That helps me sort of like the old 2-ball putter. I can sort of see where I've got my face, making sure it's not shut or too far open. So that may be an added benefit. As far as the face itself, again, it looks good. It doesn't look distorted, hooded, or anything of that nature. So that'll be a good one to look at. A nice little heel ball again. Low smash factor. Ball speed obviously plummeted. They're still wanting to go a little bit towards the left there. Pretty good spin overall, especially for a heel ball, but it's still going to be left for me. Let's see what we can get here. So feel-wise, initially, I already like this better. I'm not crazy about that last launch, which is something I haven't looked at on a couple of these. So there's a nice little toe ball. 189 on the ball speed, so it couldn't have been too toey, right? Huge jump in distance. I'll point this out. Looking up on there, we have that little collection to the left. That's probably an additional 15 yards of pure carry. That's totaling out to just under the 360. For a miss hit, I like that. Again, so right out of the gate, I'm already leaning towards, if I'm in here, somebody was fitting me, or to give you that initial result. Setup-wise, very similar. I'm not going to tell a huge difference there. Again, I do like the red that's on the M4 back here. You may not, but it's something to definitely try. As far as feel goes, definitely liking the feel in this face, especially on those mishits. Both are great, don't get me wrong. A huge step up in comparison to the previous model, which again, I didn't like the feel when it came off the club face. But this is doing pretty good. Let's hit a couple more and sort of see what we can get. Let's get away from those heel balls. Very solid there. I like that one. Hopefully TrackMan cooperates. And it didn't. So I definitely think that, for the bulk of people looking for a new driver, sure, you can give the M3 a try, and it may be great for a lot of people. But I think for the masses and for people looking for that more forgiving, a better feel, holding the line. Again, I'm yet to jump out and say 100% for me that it's going to hold the line, but you know, club face control has a whole lot to do with that. Both seem to be doing a very good job controlling the spin. And again, that's going to be that little twist face technology they put in there. In the past, you know, those heel balls give you these big, spinny, weak right shots. The toe balls get hooded. They're low with low spin. Yes, mine have still been to the left, but you know, I've talked about each shot on those spin rates both being so good, they're not drastically low. I'm not seeing those 1300s on toe balls. I'm not seeing the 3000s plus on the heel ball. Be a little bit of a miss hit, high in the face. 149 smash factor, 191 ball speed. Looks like I did shut that face just a hair. 2600 spin though, and we're out to 230 carry, 230. 330 on the carry, and due to controlling that spin, you know, still got a really good rollout of about 20 yards. So we'll hit one more, see what else we can discuss here. We're going to swing at this one. And that might have been the most solid one I've hit. Trackman's not going to read that because it hates it when I do that. So we'll do one more just for fun. Again, you know, looking at it, I'm biased. I'm already telling you, hey, I really, really like the M4 over the 3. As far as the other clubs that I have tested out so far this year that have come out, these have been my favorite. And that's saying a lot because, again, I'm not a huge Taylormade fan. So here we'll go with one more hard swing. And caught it low in the face. Trackman will gobble that up. You know, I understand, again, at the end of the day, hey, we're not all trying to be professional golfers. What's going to be the most forgiving, the best club for me to hit, that I get the most out of, leaning towards the M4, both out of the M3 and M4, but also out of the other clubs so far. And I love, and it's reading it, so I'm happy. So 194, 195.7 on the ball speed. Actually wasn't even the furthest carry, but totaling out 365. Hey, this is straight off the shelf, 9.5, set up with a off the rack shaft, not a long drive or anything like that. Check them out, see what you think. I think you definitely owe it to yourself, even if you bought one last year. Check the new ones out, the technology's there. I'm not one to say that because every year there's something bigger and better, but I really do think this is worth a while for you to check out, give it a try. May not be for all of you, but definitely a huge, huge impact, both to where you're hitting it and sort of what you're getting out of it. And the other fun thing, I won't show you any data with it, but I've already had quite a few amateur clients trying it. It's been longer than what they've had, and that's coming from coming off an M2 to an M4 with a guy. But I was really astonished at, one, it helped drop his spin rate, okay? The other thing being, even his misses were no more than 39 feet to the left, which for him was huge. That keeps him obviously out of the weeds. Check it out. If you have any questions, drop me a line. Let me know what you think. Check out ParsonsGolfPerformance.com for some more insight on different things that help improve your golf performance.